Welcome. Hopefully just a quick video today on another method of polishing your dice. I used to, when I first started polishing dice, just use some shop towels and a polishing compound. What I've been recently using is this optical grade hybrid compound by the chemical guys, and it's been working pretty good. But I used to take a shop towel, put some compound on it, and just rub it in and just do that, and it did okay. Then I got some tumbling material and a tumbler with some porcelain balls, and I put my dice in that, and that works really well, and that's what I've mostly been using. But it's kind of a pain to get the stuff out of the media, clean up the bowl, and then put it all back in. And usually when I do that, I do several sets of dice at a time. What if you only have like one set that you want to do? So I found these wool tips for a rotary tool, and then I also just got this USB tool. And I'm going to see if I can just maybe get the wool wet, put some compound on it, and then just polish it that way. And that might do just as well just for a single set of dice, or one die if you just don't have a bunch that you need to do. Maybe you already have a Dremel or a rotary tool, and then all you would need is a bit, really, and then you can do this, and it might be a good option for you. I don't know if this is gonna spin so fast it's gonna fling stuff everywhere. That's my assumption. So I do also have a little tub, so I might just put my dice in there and do it in there so that if it does spin and fling everywhere, it's not making a huge mess. So let's see how that does. This particular rotary tool by Hardell, it's a USB-C chargeable, and it has 3 speeds just at the push of a button. So real simple. I don't have to deal with a cord, which is nice, and so we're going to see how that works. Get my wool a little bit wet. I don't know how much that's actually soaking in there. I'm just going to kind of put some of this polishing compound in here. Shouldn't take a whole lot. See if we can get a mess going here or not. Yep, a little bit. I'm just lightly polishing it, not going to push real hard on it. Maybe good to have a little pool of polishing compound on something that you could just dip back and forth every so often, I guess. But it is nice to have this because it did, as I expected, fling everywhere. I started to do this side, but I think I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to go and wash this off real quick, and then we'll take a look at it. That's a good finish on it. Let's look at it compared to one that isn't done. Hard to tell the difference in most of it until you get to the clear. The clear looks a lot better. A lot more transparent, shiny on the polished one. And that really didn't take me much time at all. That might be an option for you to consider. Look at it this direction, I guess. The left side is polished, the right side isn't. I don't think the camera does it justice, but there is a noticeable difference. Okay, I've got them all done now, and it worked really well. These dice had fillings and other things in them too, but even with that, they still look really good. I would say if you're going to do this, you definitely want to have a bigger splash guard, as it were. It was kind of hard to maneuver in there. At first I started with just holding the dice and then using the rotary tool to get where I wanted, and after a while that started hurting my hand, so I ended up just holding it steady and then rotating the die, which was actually easier for longer periods of time. And I did also get a little silicone thing that I had paint on, but I put some compound on that and would go back and forth between dipping in some water and then adding some more compound to the wool. Once I was all done, as usual, I just cleaned it up in the sink, just washed all the excess off and scrubbed it off with a toothbrush head. So I hope that gives you some ideas of maybe another possible option for quickly polishing some dice, especially if you only have one set or just a few that you want to do real quick. Thanks for watching, and until next time, go make your dice really shiny.